Today we will discuss normal distribution. It is a continuous distribution. A continuous random variable x is said to follow normal distribution if its probability density function is given by f of x is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma e raised to minus 1 by 2 x minus mu by sigma the whole square, where pi is a constant and its value is 3.1416 and e is a constant, its value is 2.7183, and mu is the mean of the normal distribution and sigma is the standard deviation of the normal distribution. For doing problems, first convert normal distribution into standard normal distribution by the substitution or the transformation z is equal to x minus mean whole divided by standard deviation, or z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. The mean of the standard normal distribution is 0 and standard deviation is equal to 1. Example, the customer accounts at a certain departmental store have an average balance of rupees 480 and standard deviation of rupees 160. Assuming that the account balance are normally distributed, what proportion of accounts is over rupees 600? What proportion of accounts is between 240 and 360? So here the varying quantity is the balance of the customer accounts. So we take x be the balance of the customer accounts. Here mean is given, that is mu is equal to 480 and standard deviation sigma is equal to 160. Now we are going to convert into standard normal variable z. Already we discussed z is equal to x minus mean by standard deviation or x minus mu by sigma. Here mu is equal to 480, that is average, and standard deviation is 160. So z is equal to x minus 480 by 160. When we are doing this transformation, our normal distribution converts into standard normal distribution. So we are going to convert into a standard normal distribution. That is, the first question is probability of the balance of the account greater than 600. That is probability of x greater than 600. So we are doing the transformation x minus 480 by 160. So the same operation 600 minus 480 by 160. So we got probability of z greater than 0.75. It is right side of the curve. So you know it is total probability of the standard normal curve is 1. That is minus infinity to 0, the area is 0.5. 0 to infinity, the point area is 0.5. Adding all these, minus infinity to 0 plus 0 to infinity, 0.5 plus 0.5 is equal to 1. From the table, we know that we want the right hand side. That is, we know the total probability 0.5. Then we know what is the probability from 0 to any value. So 0 to 0.5 we know, that is from the table we got 0.2734. So we are subtracting 0.5 minus the remaining, we get probability of z greater than 0.75. That is 0.500 minus 0.2734, we get 0.2266. So in terms of percentage or proportion, then you have to multiply with 100, we get 22.66% of the accounts have a balance in excess of rupees 600. Second question, probability that the account lie between rupees 400 and 600. Lie between means the value in between 400 and 600. That is, we have to find out probability of 400 less than x less than 600. So we are going the transformation, that is, we are going to convert into standard normal distribution. We are subtracting 480 and divided by 160. That is 400 minus 180 by 160 less than x minus 600 by 160 less than 600 minus 480 by 160. That is probability of substituting, we get minus 0.5 less than z less than 0.75 is equal to probability of 0 less than z less than 0.75 plus probability of 0 less than z less than 0.5. So in the table we got it 0.2734 plus 0.1915. We got 0.4649. So in terms of proportion, that you have to multiply with 100, we get 46.6% of the accounts have an average balance between rupees 400 and rupees 600. Second question, 1000 light bulbs with a mean life of 120 days are installed in a new factory and their length of life is normally distributed with a standard deviation of 20 days. Question number 1, how many bulbs will be expired in less than 90 days? Question number 2, if it is decided to replace all the bulbs altogether, what interval should be allowed between replacements if not more than 10% should expire before replacement? So this question, 100,000 light bulbs with a mean life of 120 days are installed. That means average is 120 for a one light bulb and the standard deviation is 20. So mu is equal to 120 and sigma is equal to 20. So we take let z is equal to x minus mu by sigma, x minus 120 by 20. So question number 1, how many bulbs will be expired in less than 90 days? That is probability of x less than 90. Then is a transformation x minus mean 120 by 20 less than 90 minus 120 by 20. We get probability of z less than minus 1.5. That is it coming to the left hand side. We know that minus infinity to 0 is 0.5. Probability z less than 0.5, that is left hand side. That is totality 0.5 minus, we have to subtract probability of z less than 1.5. So what we get 0.0668. Therefore, the question is this the probability of a one bulb, but here asking the number of bulbs. That is, after getting the probability, you have to multiply with the totality. So we get 0.0668 into 1000. So we get 66.8, approximating 66.88 is more than 0.5. So we have to approximate 67 approximately. This number should be a pure number of items. Question 2, the value of z corresponding to area, that is, which is less than 0.10. So under the standard normal curve, this value is corresponding 0.10, it is 1.28. So it is the left hand side. So minus 1.28 is equal to x minus 120 by 20. And simplifying, we get x is equal to 94. Hence, all bulbs you have to be replaced after 94 days. Question number 3, the lifetime of certain kinds of electronic devices have a mean of 300 hours and standard deviation of 20 hours. Assuming that the distribution of these lifetimes, which are measured to the nearest hour, can be approximately close to the standard normal distribution. So they are given that it is connected to normal distribution. The question number 1, find the probability that any one of these electrons will have a lifetime of more than 350 hours. Question number 2, what percentage will have lifetime of 300 hours or less? And question number 3, what percentage will have lifetimes of 220 or 260 hours? First question, find the probability only. Second and third are finding the percentage. First question, you have to find the probability, and that's the answer. Second, you have to find out the probability and multiply it with the 100. So here, mu is given as 300 and sigma is equal to 25. So let z is equal to x minus 300 by 25. Then probability of x, the first question is, find the probability that any one of these electrons will have a lifetime more than 350. That is, should be greater than 350. That is probability of x less than 350. That is, we have transformation x minus 300 by 25 and 350 minus 300 by 25. We got probability of z greater than 2. That is right hand side of that is greater than 2, the 2 to infinity we have to find out. But we know that the table is only available from 0 to 2. So from the totality we know 0 to infinity we know the area is 0.5 minus probability of 0 less than equal to the table we get. So when we are subtracting we get probability of z greater than 2. The answer is 0.0228. Question number less than or equal, that is probability of x less than 300. Using the operation x minus 300 by 25 and the right hands also, and replace x minus 300 by z, we get probability of z greater than 0. Probability of z less than 0, you know, it is dividing the total, it is divided into two parts minus infinity to 0 and 0 to infinity. Probability of z less than 0 means, which is the area is minus infinity to 0, you know it is, without table we know its value is 0.5. Therefore, they are asking the percentage that you have to multiply it with the 100, we get 50%. Question number 3, percentage will have lifetimes between 220 and 260 hours. That is in between, that is from 220 or 220, that is in between, that is same as probability of 220 less than x less than 260. When we are subtracting using the transformation, we get probability of minus 3.2 less than z less than minus 1.6. So you have to solve probability of 0 less than z less than 3.2 minus probability of z less than 1.6. We get answer is 0.0541. And with this percentage we are finding, you have to multiply with 100, we get 5.41%. Thank you.